Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Sita Maimuna and I'm from 5B8 class. In this great opportunity, I'm going to present about one of the scientific methods that is forming a hypothesis. First, you have to know what is the definitions of hypothesis. Hypothesis is a tentative statement about the relationship between two or more variables. It is a specific, testable predictions about what you expect to happen in a study. In the scientific methods, whether it involves research in psychology, biology, or some other area, a hypothesis represents what the researchers think will happen in an experiment. The scientific methods involve the following steps. First is forming a questions. Second is performing background research. Third, creating a hypothesis, designing an experiment, collecting data, analyzing the result, drawing conclusions, and communicating the result. Next is the hypothesis is a predictions, but it involves more than a guess. Most of the time, the hypothesis begins with a questions which is then explored through background research. It is only at this point that researchers begin to develop a testable hypothesis. Unless you are creating an exploratory study, your hypothesis should always explain what you expect to happen. Remember that a hypothesis does not have to be correct, while the hypothesis predicts what the researchers expect to see. The goal of the research is to determine whether this guess is right or wrong. When conducting an experiment, researchers might explore a number of factors to determine which ones might contribute to the ultimate outcome. And the next is elements of a good hypothesis. When trying to come up with a good hypothesis for your own research or experiment, ask yourself into these following questions. First, is your hypothesis based on your research on a topic? Can your hypothesis be tested? And does your hypothesis include independent and dependent variables? Before you come up with a specific hypothesis, spend some time doing background research. Once you have completed a literature review, start thinking about potential questions you still have and pay attention to the discussion sections in the journal articles you read. Many authors will suggest questions that still need to be explored. And then next to the examples of hypothesis. A hypothesis often follows a basic format of if this happen, then this, then this will happen. One way to structure your hypothesis is to describe what will happen to the dependent variable if you make changes to the independent variable. The basic format might be if these changes are made to certain independent variable, then we will observe a change in a specific dependent variable. For the example, first is students who eat breakfast will perform better on a math exam than students who do not eat breakfast. Students who eat breakfast is independent variables and will better perform on a math exam than students who do not eat breakfast is a change in a specific dependent variables. And another example is students who experience test anxiety prior to an English exam will get higher scores than students who do not experience test anxiety. And the third example is motorists who talk on the phone while driving will be more likely to make errors on driving course than those who do not talk on the phone. That's all about my presentations. Hope you understand and get a lot of information from this. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.